Antiochus II Theos, a name etched in the annals of the Seleucid dynasty, was born in 286 BC. He was the son of Antiochus I Soter, the formidable ruler who had carved out a vast empire from the remnants of Alexander the Great's dominion. His mother, Stratonito, was a princess of noble lineage, her father being Demetrius Poliorcetes. This royal heritage placed Antiochus II as a prominent figure within the intricate tapestry of Hellenistic royalty. From his birth he was groomed for a life of power and responsibility, his destiny intertwined with the fate of the Seleucid realm. The Seleucid Empire, still in its nascent stages during Antiochus II's childhood, spanned a vast territory. It stretched from the Aegean Sea in the west to the Indus River in the east. This vast and diverse empire presented a unique set of challenges and opportunities for the young prince. As he grew, he would have been acutely aware of the weight of his lineage and the expectations placed upon his shoulders. Antiochus II's early life was steeped in the political and cultural milieu of the Seleucid court. Surrounded by seasoned courtiers, military strategists, and scholars, he received a comprehensive education befitting a future king. His tutors would have instilled in him the tenets of Greek philosophy, the art of warfare, and the complexities of statecraft. His upbringing aimed to mold him into the ideal Hellenistic monarch, capable of ruling a vast and diverse empire. The young prince's lineage was a source of both strength and instability. His father, Antiochus I, had to contend with numerous challenges to his rule, including wars against neighboring kingdoms and internal rebellions. These events cast a long shadow over Antiochus II's childhood, serving as a stark reminder of the precarious nature of power. However, they also provided him with invaluable lessons in leadership and the importance of maintaining a firm grip on the reins of government. Antiochus II's education was a tapestry woven from the finest threads of Hellenistic culture. He was immersed in the teachings of Greek philosophers, orators, and military strategists. His mind was honed by the logic of Aristotle, the rhetoric of Demosthenes, and the strategic brilliance of Alexander the Great's campaigns. This rigorous education aimed to cultivate in him the intellectual prowess, eloquence, and military acumen expected of a Seleucid ruler. Beyond the traditional subjects, Antiochus II's education extended to the intricacies of diplomacy and courtly etiquette. He observed firsthand the delicate dance of alliances and rivalries that characterized relations between the Hellenistic kingdoms. The Seleucid court, a melting pot of cultures and languages, served as a practical training ground for a future ruler tasked with governing a vast and diverse empire. His early life was punctuated by the stories of his ancestors, particularly his grandfather, Seleucus the Furnicator, one of Alexander the Great's generals. Seleucus's daring exploits, his military victories, and his shrewd political maneuvering would have left an indelible mark on the young prince's imagination. These tales served not only as entertainment but also as powerful lessons in leadership, ambition, and the pursuit of glory. The influence of his mother, Stratonice, cannot be underestimated. As a princess of the Achaemenid dynasty, another powerful Hellenistic realm, she brought with her a network of connections and a keen understanding of courtly intrigue. It's plausible that she played a significant role in shaping her son's political acumen and diplomatic skills. Her influence would have been particularly crucial, given the complex geopolitical landscape of the time. The year 261 BC marked a turning point in Antiochus II's life. His father, Antiochus I, died, leaving behind a vast but unstable empire. At the age of 25, Antiochus II ascended to the throne, inheriting the mantle of leadership and the daunting task of consolidating Seleucid power. His reign began amidst a whirlwind of challenges, both internal and external, that tested his mettle as a ruler. The transition of power was not without its hurdles. The Seleucid Empire, while vast, was still grappling with the legacy of its founder, Seleucus the Thernicator. Regional satraps, often eager to assert their autonomy, posed a constant threat to the central authority. Moreover, rival kingdoms such as the Ptolemies in Egypt and the Antigonids in Macedonia were always watchful for any sign of weakness, ready to exploit any opportunity to expand their own domains. One of the most pressing issues that confronted Antiochus II upon his ascension was the ongoing conflict with the Ptolemies in Egypt, known as the Second Syrian War. This conflict, a struggle for control of the lucrative territories of Coele, Syria and Phoenicia, had been raging for years, draining Seleucid resources and diverting attention from other pressing concerns. Antiochus II inherited this war from his father and was immediately thrust into the role of commander-in-chief, tasked with securing his empire's borders and asserting Seleucid dominance in the region. The young king's early reign was a delicate balancing act. He had to prove himself a capable military leader, able to defend his realm from external threats, while also consolidating his authority within the vast Seleucid bureaucracy. The decisions he made during these formative years would shape the trajectory of his reign and determine the fate of the empire he had inherited. Antiochus II's early reign was a mix of triumphs and tribulations. He achieved notable victories, demonstrating his military prowess and securing important territories. However, he also faced significant challenges, including internal rebellions and the ever-present threat of external enemies. These early experiences tested his leadership and shaped his approach to governance. One of his most significant early successes was the resolution of the Second Syrian War. While the details remain shrouded in historical debate, it's generally accepted that Antiochus II negotiated a peace treaty with Ptolemy II, Philadelphus of Egypt. This treaty, concluded around 253 BC, brought an end to the protracted conflict and ushered in a period of relative peace and stability for the Seleucid Empire. However, peace with Egypt did not translate into tranquility across the vast Seleucid domain. Antiochus II faced internal rebellions, particularly in Asia Minor, where local rulers sought to exploit the transition of power to assert their independence. These uprisings demanded swift and decisive action from the young king, forcing him to demonstrate his military might and his resolve to maintain the integrity of his empire. Despite these challenges, Antiochus II achieved notable successes in consolidating his rule. He embarked on military campaigns to quell rebellions, asserting his authority and securing his borders. He also focused on administrative reforms, streamlining governance and strengthening the central authority of the Seleucid state. These efforts aimed to prevent future uprisings and ensure the long-term stability of his realm. Antiochus II's reign was characterized by a complex web of diplomatic alliances and rivalries. The Hellenistic world, fragmented after Alexander the Great's death, was a dynamic and often treacherous arena where alliances shifted like desert sands. Antiochus II, navigating this complex landscape, employed a combination of diplomacy, strategic marriages, and military might to safeguard his interests and expand Seleucid influence. The peace treaty with Egypt, while a significant achievement, also brought about a major shift in the geopolitical landscape. To cement the alliance, Antiochus II agreed to divorce his wife, Laodice I, and marry Berenice, the daughter of Ptolemy II. This political marriage, a common practice in the Hellenistic world, was intended to forge a lasting bond between the two kingdoms. However, this alliance came at a personal and political cost. Laodice I, the mother of Antiochus II's heir, was a powerful figure in her own right. Her father was Achaemenid, a Seleucid general who had carved out his own independent kingdom in Anatolia. The divorce and remarriage infuriated Laodice and her supporters, creating a dangerous undercurrent of resentment and setting the stage for future conflict. Antiochus II's diplomatic maneuvers extended beyond Egypt. He sought to counterbalance the growing power of the Achaemenids in Macedonia, forming alliances with other Hellenistic rulers who shared his concerns. He also engaged in campaigns in the east, seeking to expand Seleucid influence in the regions bordering India. His reign was a constant juggling act, maintaining a delicate balance of power while pursuing Seleucid interests on multiple fronts. As Antiochus II entered the later years of his reign, his focus shifted increasingly toward consolidating his power and securing the future of the Seleucid Empire. Despite the turbulent political landscape, he continued to engage in significant military campaigns. One of his notable achievements was the successful campaign in Asia Minor, where he managed to reclaim territories lost to rival factions. This not only expanded the Seleucid Empire, but also strengthened his standing among his subjects and allies. Domestically, Antiochus II implemented policies aimed at stabilizing the economy and improving the lives of his people. He invested in infrastructure, building roads and fortifications that enhanced trade and security across the empire. His reign saw a resurgence in the arts and sciences, as he patronized scholars, artists, and architects, fostering a cultural renaissance that would leave a lasting legacy. However, Antiochus II's personal life remained fraught with challenges. The political marriage to Berenice, while initially stabilizing relations with Egypt, eventually led to further complications. The tensions with Laodice I and her supporters simmered beneath the surface, threatening to erupt into open conflict. Antiochus II's later years were marked by a delicate balancing act as he sought to navigate these treacherous waters without alienating his key supporters. In the end, Antiochus II's reign was a testament to the complexities and challenges of ruling a vast and diverse empire. His ability to adapt and respond to the ever-changing political landscape ensured that the Seleucid Empire remained a formidable power in the Hellenistic world. Yet his personal struggles and the simmering tensions within his court hinted at the challenges that would face his successors. Antiochus II's legacy is one of both triumph and turmoil, a reflection of the intricate dance of power and politics in the ancient world. As Antiochus II's reign drew to a close, the final chapter of his life was marked by sudden and unforeseen events. In the year 246 BC, Antiochus II's life was abruptly cut short under mysterious circumstances. Some historical accounts suggest poisoning, a fate not uncommon among rulers of the time, especially given the fraught political environment he navigated. His death sent shockwaves through the Seleucid Empire, leading to immediate power struggles and a period of instability. The delicate balance he had maintained between his supporters and rivals quickly unraveled. Berenice and her young son, who were in line to succeed him, faced a violent backlash from Laodice I and her faction. This internal strife would plunge the empire into chaos, leading to the infamous Laodicean War. Despite the turmoil following his death, Antiochus II's reign left an indelible mark on history. His military campaigns had significantly expanded the Seleucid Empire, securing its place as a dominant force in the Hellenistic world. His investments in infrastructure and support for the arts and sciences had fostered a cultural renaissance, the effects of which would be felt for generations. Antiochus II's legacy is a complex tapestry of ambition, achievement, and adversity. He was a ruler who navigated the intricate dance of power with skill and determination, leaving behind a legacy that would shape the course of history. Though his reign ended in uncertainty, the foundations he laid would influence the region long after his passing. In the annals of history, Antiochus II is remembered not just for his conquests and policies, but for the enduring impact of his leadership during one of the most dynamic periods of the ancient world. His life and legacy continue to be a testament to the challenges and triumphs of ruling a vast and diverse empire.